Good morning, students. I'm very excited because today you will begin learning about division. Once you have mastered division using an abacus or using long division, we will return to the textbook we used at the beginning of last year. In this lesson, you will learn what it means to divide. You will learn the vocabulary and symbols used in division, and you will practice dividing simple numbers. What is division? Well, if I had 12 candies and I wanted to split them among 3 of you in your math group, how many candies would each of you get? Take a moment and determine how many candies you would get. Did you come up with 4? If so, you are correct. I had 12 candies and there are 3 of you, so each of you would receive 4 candies. This is division. Division is fair sharing. Division is a method of distributing a group of things into equal parts, and it is one of the 4 basic operations of arithmetic. Division is the inverse operation of multiplication. The word inverse means opposite. Addition is the inverse of subtraction, and subtraction is the inverse of addition. The operations undo one another. Here's an example of how multiplication and division are inverse operations. If 3 groups of 4 makes 12 in multiplication, then 12 divided into 3 groups must equal 4 in division. Another way of wording that is 3 times 4 equals 12, and 12 divided by 3 equals 4. The main goal of division is to find out how many equal groups can be made from a number. Division vocabulary. Each part involved in division has a special name. If we take the problem 18 divided by 3 equals 6, the number 18 is the dividend. The number 3 is the divisor, and number 6 is the quotient. The dividend is the number that is being split or divided in the division process. The divisor is the number by which the dividend is being divided. It is the number of splits being made. And the quotient is the answer obtained in the division process. So in our problem, 18 divided by 3 equals 6. 18 was the dividend. It is being divided into 3 groups by the divisor, which is 3, and the answer is 6. That means that we could have 6 items in those 3 groups. 6 is our quotient. If we were to take the problem, 24 divided by 3 equals 8, what number is the dividend? If you said 24, you are correct. What number is the divisor? If you said 3, you are correct. And what number is the quotient? If you said 8, you are also correct. 24 divided by 3 equals 8. 24 is the dividend, 3 is the divisor, and 8 is the quotient. Let's talk about some special circumstances with division. Sometimes in division, exact fair sharing is not possible. For example, if I had $15 and I divided them among 7 students, each student would get $2, but I'd have $1 left over because 2 times 7 only equals 14. This means that the dollar left over is a remainder. A remainder is any amount that does not go into an equal group. The remainder can be written in a couple of different ways, but we will discuss those ways later. Let's talk about mathematical notation for division. There are various signs and symbols that can be used to indicate division. The most common symbols that you will see in class are the obelisk and the /. Visually, the obelisk looks like a horizontal line with a dot in the middle directly above the line and in the middle directly below the line. In braille, the symbol for the obelisk is .5 followed by dots 3 and 4. The second symbol that is really common and you will see often in class is the /. Visually, this is a diagonal line and it starts low on the left side and gradually gets taller and higher on the right side. In braille, the symbols for the / are ST, just dots 3 and 4, or you might see dots 4, 5, 6, followed by ST, or dots 3, 4. There are other symbols that you may see, but you probably won't see them quite as often as the obelisk or the forward slash in your math class. The first one is called a vinculum. A vinculum is a long horizontal bar, and it is used as a grouping symbol. In Braille, the vinculum is typically used with general fractions or with radicals. You will learn these symbols when you study fractions and radicals. The other symbol that you won't see quite as often in your math class is the long division symbol. The long division symbol is a closed parenthesis symbol followed by a long vinculum. And in Braille, you'd have one horizontal line starting with a .5 followed by dots 2, 5, 2, 5, 2, 5 as long as it needs to go. And then on the next line below, directly in line with that .5, you'd see dots 4, 5, 6. Again, you won't see these symbols quite as often as the obelisk or the forward slash. So let's practice a couple simple division problems. What is 81 divided by 9? In this case, 81 is the dividend, that's the number we're going to split. 9 is the divisor, the number of groups. What is the quotient? 81 divided by 9. If you're not sure, think of it as multiplication. 9 times what equals 81? Did you come up with 9? If so, that's correct. 81 divided by 9 equals 9. 9 is both the divisor and the quotient in this problem. Number 2, what is 15 divided by 3? 15 is the dividend, 3 is the divisor. What is the quotient? You could think of it as multiplication. 3 times what equals 15? Or you could get 15 blocks and sort them into 3 equal groups. If you came up with 5, you were correct. 5 is the quotient. Number 3, what is 45 divided by 5? 45 is the dividend, 5 is the divisor. What is the quotient? Did you come up with 9? If so, you were correct. Number 4, what is 50 divided by 10? 50 is the dividend, 10 is the divisor. What is the quotient? It's 5, very good. What is 24 divided by 2? 24 is the dividend, 2 is the divisor. What is the quotient? Again, you could think 2 times what equals 24, or you could take 24 items and split them into 2 equal groups. Either way, you should come up with 12 as your quotient. All right, I'm going to give you an assignment in class to work on your own. Best of luck.